Good afternoon there, folks. Good afternoon, everybody. Little shrimplings and all that jazz. I'm Jerome Anderson. This is a Jerome Anderson channel, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling focused and dizzy, and that's some good luck I've had. So I've had some good luck in not sort of getting taken in by this COVID-19 sort of gang terrorist group, terrorist cell sort of thing that everyone's been talking about here. I've avoided it, and so I'm feeling healthy. But some people out there not feeling good. They're ill and not properly actualized in the world, and some people are trying to sell them some hack natural remedies, which is what I'm here to debunk today. I got some notes about natural remedies, about just sort of debunking them here, written on the back of this box of Raisin Bran. It's my phone. I taped my phone on, but that's, you know. So a natural remedy, by definition, is sort of a nature's problem to our solution, or nature's offered up these problems to our solutions. What's going on here? Is that just dizziness? Why do I feel off? Yeah, okay. Nature's offering up its problems to our solutions, and we can go with nature's solution to our problems, or the human-generated problem to our solution. Okay, so for example, here's a problem. For example, there's this big rushing river in front of me, blocking my path here, and I need to get across it, and I can't get across it. So nature's solution, nature has placed a tree there across the river for you to cross there. That's nature's problem to this solution. But you're not paying attention, really, because nature didn't place the tree there. It fell randomly. It was a random event. Nature's not some conscious being. You're not paying attention. You're coming up with these kind of crazy propositions here, like nature's putting things in places. That's not how any of this works. So nature's accidental problem to this solution is that it's got this tree here, so you're gonna walk across the tree. But guess what? You're walking across the tree, and it's getting all wet and slippery, and the bark's falling off, and if the tree even holds and it doesn't break when you're trying to cross the river here, then you might slip off, I just need a moment to recover here because I've made myself rather lightheaded. So you might slip off. So what I'm saying here is that nature's problem to this solution of you needing to cross the river here is not a good one. It's a bad one. And guess what? There's a human-made solution, which is bridges, and bridges don't fail that often. I'm sure bridges have been known to fail, but you don't want to be thinking about all the times bridges have failed dramatically and catastrophically every time you're driving across a suspension bridge across the rushing Columbia River. You don't want to be thinking about plummeting 300 feet or however tall, 500 feet, however long that fall is there down to the bottom. You don't want to be thinking about that. But I mean, what I'm saying is a tree would fail just as often as a bridge, probably, frankly, because bridges are better built, but more people cross them. Trees are worse built, but fewer people cross them. So what I'm saying is a bridge is a better problem to the solution of needing to cross a river here is sort of the point I'm trying to get across. So this is just the first example. We've got a whole list of these written on the back of this oh, I need a moment. Okay, so here's another example. Sunlight is a light source. It's a useful light source if you're outside, if you're some sort of savage. But if you look at the sun for too long, it blinds you. The sun will blind you in 30 or seconds or 60 seconds. You can look at it for 20, 25 seconds and be safe. I imagine. You could look at the sun for 20, 25 seconds, be safe, I'm sure, maybe even a minute, and be perfectly safe. But but after a while it will blind you. So I've heard. I mean, you guys, I don't know what the exact numbers are on this. You can go test it for yourself if you really want to know. If you really want to know for sure how. So, but anyways, what I'm saying is the sun's a light source that will blind you over time. If you stare at a light bulb, you'll start seeing spots, as I've found. If you stare directly at a light bulb for an extended period of time, you will eventually start seeing spots. But you won't go blind. Or, I don't know, I haven't yet, and I've done it for hours on end. So this is another example of the problem is that it's dark without light. The sun lights it up. That's nature's solution to this problem. Our solution, light bulbs, they don't blind you as fast when you look directly at them. So that, I would say that's a better solution. That's a better problem to that solution. So here's another example. Is everyone's familiar with cocaine? This or angel dust, as my dad used to call it. It's a white powder that is very, very potent, and it makes you aggressive and confident. It gives you a lot of energy. You stay awake, and I'm sure it changes the size of your pupils or something like that. So cocaine, this is a man-made thing. So here's another example of a problem we don't have a problem we need a solution to. Is I'm getting tired all the time. I'm working my 12-hour days, 6 days a week at the sweatshop, and I'm getting real tired. I need something to keep me going. So nature's solution to this problem is like coffee beans or the coca leaf. The coca leaf, which is this plant that's a mild stimulant. And actually, as far as I know, the leaf itself in its raw form is not any more powerful than caffeine, than coffee beans. But then humans took nature's solution to the problem of, oh, I'm sleepy, I'm getting tired because I'm working 14 hours a day, 7 days a week at the Amazon warehouse here, trying to get people there, trying to keep the economy moving here during this gang terrorism crisis, and I need some cocaine. What I'm saying here is the coca leaf is a rather weak stimulant, frankly. And humans, the human solution to the problem of I'm sleepy, I'm tired, is we took coca leaf and we did some sort of black magic to it, as far as I can tell, to it, and sort of made it into this angel dust that, just like Dad used to talk about all the time, that where we take it and then you're real all jazzed up, you're real energized. You don't have to keep chewing leaves all day to keep you going. You got this sort of angel dust, as they say, this sort of good stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the human solution. This is not a natural remedy. This is a human remedy. And we did one better. We made some methamphetamine, which is real powerful stuff that they use. What in the jolly green Jehovah is going on with my brain? I can't think straight. All right, so another sort of problem you might be encountered with in daily life is I don't have crystals around my house, collecting dust on my windowsills. So if you want crystals, there's two ways to get your hands on them. You can buy them from a rock shop that sells these natural remedies, these naturally grown crystals, or you can grow them yourself with a carcinogenic kit from Amazon. Like for kids, you know, you can grow them in 5 to 7 days. You take this poisonous gel and add water to it and spit in it, mix it up, whatever you do. I've never done this myself, but I hear it's real sort of effective system for growing crystals to have displayed in your house. You have these crystals here that grow in 5 days. Nature takes millions of years to grow crystals. What kind of solution to a problem is that? Of the problem of me needing some crystals in my home to collect dust and center my chakras. So that's sort of another example of a natural remedy just really not being up to snuff. Just not being up to a real sort of Western Judeo-Christian standard in society. My last sort of example here is a real important one, that there's a problem here that we get bored because we're bad people, because we have weak ethics and morals. So we get bored sometimes. So human solution to this problem, the human remedy, is we've invented games like Monopoly and Checkers and Run the Dingle Stick, all sorts of games like this sort of things. And they're sort of fun. You play them with your kids, play them and they put them in, I'll bet they put them in jails and nobody uses them. They just collect us. They're like, oh, it's someone's great idea was let's take some board games and put them in the jail for the convicts to entertain themselves with instead of shanking each other and smoking cigarettes. So the human games, we have lots of games, and they're all non-lethal. Well, no, they're not all non-lethal. Some human games are lethal, frankly. But any board game you're going to get in a game shop, that's not going to kill you unless you're really trying to kill someone with it. It's difficult to kill someone with a board game, is the point I'm making here. But in nature's remedy to I'm bored, nature has one solution. There's one game in nature. Survival. That's all you get to do. You're just terrified, cowering in a hole all day long, getting dizzy and falling over and just sort of and getting chills. Good Lord. Someone turn the thermostat up. I'm freezing. Oh, and I'm aching. In nature, you don't get to play checkers or Monopoly. In the harsh reality of nature, all you can do is struggle to find food, forage, and kill each other, kill a deer with your bare hands, and suck the tiny amount of nutrients you can get off of its bones, because it's a starving deer, because it's in nature too. It's there with you, not getting enough food, and you're just struggling to survive here. So that's just sort of the point I'm making here, is that natural remedies are no good at all. They're a bunch of hogwash. All right, so I'll talk to you guys next week or whenever I really get hit with some philosophical inspiration that